They cry on cue, they quote your therapist word for word. They look you dead in the eyes, voice soft and broken, and say, "I know I have narcissistic traits and I'm really working on it." Then they do it again and again, and somehow you still feel like the crazy one. This is not the loud, arrogant narcissist everyone warned you about 5 years ago. This is not the classic love bomb, devalue, discard player from the old YouTube videos. This is the self-aware narcissist of 2026, and they are rising fast. They post attachment-style infographics on their stories. They send you the exact book your therapist recommended last month. They casually drop words like dysregulated, triggered, accountability, nervous system, and inner child work. They apologize with real tears streaming down their face. They sound healed. They sound safe. They sound like they've done the work. And that is exactly what makes them more dangerous than anything that came before. Let's get painfully clear on what we're actually dealing with. The old-school narcissist was relatively easy to spot once the mask finally slipped. The screaming matches, the week-long silent treatments, the blatant gaslighting that left you questioning your own memory. This new version has studied the mask. They have taken notes. They have learned the entire language of healing and turned it into a far more sophisticated weapon. They don't run from the word narcissist anymore. They wear it like a badge of self-awareness and growth. And that single shift has made them 10 times harder to leave. Here are the 5 clearest tells of the 2026 self-aware narcissist. Listen carefully, because once you hear these, you will start seeing them everywhere. Tell number 1. They diagnose themselves before you ever can. The exact moment you start connecting the dots, they beat you to it, saying, "Yeah, a few people have told me I can be pretty narcissistic. I'm really working on it in therapy." Suddenly, the wind leaves your sails. You feel guilty for even thinking it. The conversation dies right there. They just took away your ability to name the problem. Tell number 2. They weaponize therapy language against you. They don't just go to therapy, they use therapy as both narcissistic supply and as a perfect shield. You bring up how hurt you are, and suddenly you hear, "You're projecting. That's your unhealed wound talking." Or, "I feel like you're not holding space for my growth right now." Every single valid concern you raise gets flipped into your personal trauma. You walk away feeling like the toxic one. Tell number 3. They cry on cue, and it feels completely real. Actual tears, shaking voice, visible shame, eye contact that feels raw and vulnerable. Your empathy floods in instantly. Your anger dissolves. You drop every boundary you were about to set just so you can comfort them. 2 days later, sometimes 2 hours later, the exact same behavior returns. Sometimes it's even worse, because the tears were never about real change. They were a reset button for your nervous system, a way to buy more time and more supply. Tell number 4. They own their flaws out loud without ever actually changing them. They will sit across from you and calmly say things like, "I know I really struggle with empathy," or "I can be selfish and I hate that about myself." It sounds like beautiful, mature self-awareness. In reality, it is a brilliant preemptive strike. Once they have named the flaw, they feel entitled to keep doing it. Accountability without consistent, measurable change is not growth. It is just another form of control. Tell number 5. They mirror your healing journey with scary accuracy. If you get deep into nervous system regulation, suddenly they're listening to the same podcasts. If you start using no-contact language or gray rock techniques, they start talking about building secure attachment and doing the work. They don't actually heal. They simply upgrade their camouflage to match whatever level of awareness you have reached. The more you grow, the better they hide. Why is this new version so much more dangerous than the classic narcissist? Because it hijacks the exact tools that survivors use to escape and reclaim their lives. In the past, once you learned the idealize, devalue, discard cycle, you could spot it and run. Now the entire cycle comes wrapped in progressive, therapeutic, emotionally intelligent packaging. You second-guess yourself for months longer. You stay years longer. You gaslight yourself harder than they ever could, telling yourself, but they're trying so hard. They're in therapy every week. They admitted they have narcissistic traits. Maybe I'm the problem after all. Or maybe I'm not being supportive enough of their growth. Your brain gets trapped in a brand new kind of trauma bond, one that looks and feels like mutual healing from the outside. And the neuroscience makes this even more brutal. When someone uses the language of safety, vulnerability, and healing, your nervous system automatically lowers its guard. Oxytocin rises, trust circuits light up, your prefrontal cortex relaxes, you finally feel safe. Then the betrayal still comes, and the emotional crash is deeper and more disorienting than ever because you genuinely believed you were finally with someone who is doing the real work. Self-awareness without a deep willingness to change is not healing, it is optimization. They become significantly better at extracting narcissistic supply while looking evolved, humble, self-reflective, and safe. Right now, in 2026, I am seeing the same heartbroken comments over and over. I didn't see it coming because he sounded exactly like my therapist. She cried and said she was broken too. I honestly thought we were healing together. He used every right word in the book and still discarded me like I was nothing. I stayed 2 extra years because I thought the self-awareness meant he was different. This is the new battlefield. The question is no longer simply, is this person a narcissist? The real, more dangerous question has become, is their self-awareness actually leading to lasting behavioral change, or is it just higher-level camouflage? And here is the hard truth most people still don't want to accept. Real, sustained change in core narcissistic personality patterns is extremely rare. It requires brutal accountability, a high tolerance for deep shame, and a genuine willingness to lose supply and status. Those things go directly against the structure of the disorder. Most of what looks like impressive growth is actually sophisticated impression management.
So, what do you actually do if you suspect you are dealing with one of these right now? First, watch patterns over long periods of time, not emotional performances. Beautiful tears plus deep insight plus perfect apologies mean absolutely nothing if the harmful behavior resets within days or weeks. Second, stop being impressed by the language. Healing words are free and easy. Consistent, safe, respectful, accountable behavior is expensive and rare. Start demanding the expensive thing. Third, protect your own system above everything else. If you consistently feel more confused, smaller, anxious, walking on eggshells, or emotionally hungover after their vulnerable moments, that is critical data. Trust your body more than their words. Fourth, gray rock the therapy talk completely. Do not debate their growth. Do not become their unpaid therapist or emotional support animal. Simply observe over time whether your reality and your needs are being respected. You are not crazy for missing this. The camouflage was designed specifically for people like you, the ones who value growth, empathy, emotional intelligence, second chances, and deep connection. The self-aware narcissist of 2026 is counting on your hope. They are counting on your beautiful desire to believe that people can change. They are counting on the fact that you have done deep, painful work on yourself, and now they can speak your exact language fluently. But once you truly see the pattern, you can never unsee it, and that is the exact moment your power begins to return. You're not behind, you're not too trusting, you're not attracting the same toxic thing again. You are simply living in a new era, an era where the predators learned how to dress like healers. Now you know exactly what to look for. If this video felt like it was written about your exact situation, you are not alone, not even close. Drop a comment right now and tell me which of the 5 tells hit you the hardest. I read as many as I possibly can. And if you are currently untangling yourself from one of these relationships, I see you. You are doing some of the bravest, most important work a human being can do. I'll meet you in the next one.